time for high school basketball on your local sports leader, 97.9 XFM. Let's go courtside for pregame information.
Hi, everybody, and welcome to Effingham High School, the home of the Hearts, for what's proved through the years to be one of the best basketball games of any season, as the Ttown Wooden Shoes pay a call to Effingham to take on the Hearts. I'm Greg Sapmat Robinson alongside the amazing Brian back at the studios, and Wayne's here to videotape. So I think we have all the bases covered tonight, Matthew. It ought to be a lot of fun.
It really should be a lot of fun. These two teams always battle hard when they run into each other, no matter where. A regular season game, maybe a tournament in the past, that type of stuff.
Maybe a tournament in a couple of weeks.
Yeah, that's right. Tournament coming up. But they are both focused on tonight's game. Don't make any kind of mistake. They'll be ready to go tonight.
This is strictly about bragging rights. This game, Ttown a 2A school, Effingham a 3A school, usually. And it's just all about mutual respect. This might be the biggest crowd I can remember in years for this. We've had some great crowds, but Effingham has a big old gym, and we're getting close to full.
Well, it's funny because people walk in that have just been walking in lately, and gym is kind of, basketball gym's kind of like church. Everybody kind of knows where everybody sits. Well, because of the crowd, some people have walked towards their seats and have had to make some adjustments.
Exactly so. It ought to be a lot of fun. Ttown won big in the JV game. We'll see what happens in the varsity contest. It's Effingham and Ttown. Pre-game show on the way in a minute here on 97.9 XFM.
Northside Ford in Effingham is proud to be a sponsor of high school sports. Check out the new F-150. The future of tough is here today, so you can own work now like never before. Stop by and take a test drive. Contact Northside Ford today or visit them online at effinghamford.com.
Effingham High School, home of the Flaming Hearts. We would like to thank you for your support, sportsmanship, and enthusiasm during this contest. At this time, we ask everyone to please stand, remove your hats, and face the colors for the singing of our national anthem. Effingham Central School 5th grade student Sydney Horn will sing the anthem, and the Effingham American Legion Post 120 is presenting the colors. At the conclusion of the anthem, we ask that you remain standing until the color guard has left the floor.
Group of guys over there on the coaching staff at Ttown. Effingham has a great coaching staff as well, but a nice moment before the ball game. Mike Walker was the coach that Ttown sent to shake hands with the players from Effingham, and you know that he was involved with many of those players in the junior high program.
And they loved him, and I tell you, that's a blessing for Ttown to have him on their staff. All right, we're ready to rock and roll. Meddy will jump against Donaldson. We're ready for some hoop action on the west side. Tips controlled by the Shoes. I'm glad to have you with us here on 97.9 XFM. Michael Drace, who made a half-court shot the girls' game at halftime last night, gets the tip, got it inside. Layup by Kyle Smith won't go, but he gets his own rebound. Left hands this one up, no good. And a foul. And the foul's on Ttown.
Well, Kyle made a real nice move, just wasn't able to finish, grabbed his own rebound, and when he left that one short, Devin Smith went up over the back, committing his first foul.
Donaldson wants to inbound, gets it in the lane to Grant Wolf, and Effingham's first try on offense tonight. Donaldson left wing, out top to Minor, right wing or right baseline. Wolf shot for two, won't go. Rebound, Grace for Ttown. Fires it down court. Smith got inside everybody. Layup comes off no good by Devin Smith. Wolf the rebound for the Hearts, and he's pushing it. Goes through everybody. Big collision in the lane. That's an offensive foul. Drace had stayed himself in the lane, and Wolf kept coming, got the pass away, and ran over Michael, and that's an offensive foul and a turnover on the Hearts.
Yeah, just didn't hit the brakes fast enough because Wolf commits Effingham's first foul, and it's the team's first turnover.
Brett Meddy brings it up this time for Ttown. Left side to Kyle Smith. They lob it inside, too deep, stolen by Wolf. Over the head of Mitch Hardick, and Hearts come away with it on Ttown's turnover. Donaldson for three for the Hearts, shot no good. Rebound Hardick rather. Got to watch by 34 and 24. Drace gets it across the half line. Left side to Kyle Smith. Coming out to receive it is Hardick. Junior's grown some since last year. Here's a steal. Ball got knocked away. Schaefer with it. Lays it up and in, and somebody scored. It's 2-0 Effingham. Second turnover, second in a row on Ttown. So 2-0 Hearts. We played close to a minute and a half before we got some points on the board. Hardick lobs it inside to Meddy. Brett one step and sticks it up and in. Boy, he has just been a pleasure to watch all through his high school career, and we've gotten to see him about his whole high school career.
Yeah, he's been playing since he was a freshman.
Minor with it to Donaldson for Effingham. Lobs down low to Minor. Step inside. Shot got knocked away. Got his own rebound, though. Zeruzin. Now to Zeruzin. Hit the three and got fouled. How about that? Boy, and he got hit good, too.
Yeah.
Zeruzin drained the three, and Hardick fouled him. It could be a 4-point play.
Yeah, there's no doubt that there was contact after the shot, and Hardick picks up his first, team's second, and the old 4-point play on the way here.
Foul shots, no good. Back of the rim, rebound Shoes. Grabbed out of there and cleared out. Finally, Drace gets it down to Meddy. Devin Smith had a hand in there on the rebound. Kyle Smith with the ball, working right side. On the side now to Meddy. Out top to Drace. Michael can hit you three. Kyle Smith down in the left corner. Out top to Hardick. Mitch looking, and comes back left side to Kyle Smith. Out top to Meddy. Only one Meddy to talk about at a time. Here's a cut, and the pass went where the cut was made, and the Shoes throw it out of bounds.
Third turnover already for Ttown. That's a little bit of an alarming number if you're a Wooden Shoe fan.
Devin Smith made the cut, but he came toward the ball, and Meddy went where Smith had been with the pass. Wolf with the ball out top for the Hearts. Got away from the defender, pulls up for two. Too strong, back of the rim. Meddy the rebound for Ttown. It's 5-2 Effingham. 5:14 to go opening quarter. Devin Smith, way cross court. Hardick a corner three, and he got it. Mitch Hardick ties the game at 5 with a corner three.
He loves that corner three. He sets up for it, and they find him.
Donaldson, Zeruzin, baseline to Wolf, out the Minor, shot for two, rims out from the free throw line. Good shot, just one go. Donaldson steals the outlet pass. Hardick blocks Donaldson's shot out of bounds. It'll stay with Effingham.
That was a good recovery after Donaldson made the nice steal, but it'll remain with Effingham's ball underneath the basket.
These teams are a little amped.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Zeruzin out to Wolf in the lane, pulls up for two, rims around and out. Rebound Hardick for Ttown. Shoes could take their first lead here. Stolen. Wolf stepped in front of the pass down the lane. Wolf got his pocket picked by Drace. Down court, Devin Smith, and he dunked it. Devin Smith with the slam, the one-hand jam. And T-Town takes their first lead at 7-5.
Boy, he made that look easy, too, didn't he?
He went way up. Zeruzen baseline for 2. It's short. Meddy the rebound. T-Town was down 5-2, and now they're up 7-5. 4 minutes left in the first quarter. Meddy with it right side, lobs it inside to Hardick. One step off the glass, won't go. Rebound, Zeruzen. People hanging on him, but he got it cleared out. Off to Wolf, and Wolf will walk it across the half line to Donaldson. Jake holds, and now to Minor. Right side to Wolf. Inside, turn around for 2. Too strong by Donaldson. Meddy the rebound for T-Town. I've said that a lot.
Effingham just needs to relax. They're getting decent shots, but they just seem like they're rushing them a little bit.
Shoes lead at 7-5. Meddy with the ball, working on Minor. Turn around, sky hook, short, or a little long, actually. Wolf the rebound for the Hearts. Grant gets it down left side to Schaefer. Reed goes baseline, sticks it up and in. Reed Schaefer says, I'm coming. He has 4. We're tied at 7.
Nice to see him make an aggressive move on the offensive end. He had the lane, and he took it.
So 7-7 game. 3:10 to go opening quarter. Side, Kyle Smith along 2. In and out, no good. Gosh, how'd that come out? Zeruzen the rebound for the Hearts. Now to Wolf. Now to Minor. Back to Wolf. Thought about a 3. Drives in for baseline off the glass, and he kissed it home. That's pretty. Wolf's first basket, and the Hearts are back in front. It's 9-7 Effingham.
Boy, he just went right around his man and then stopped and pulled up for that 10-footer off the glass.
I tell you, it is fun to watch him play ball. He and Drace, this is going to be fun tonight. Because, Michael, this is 3rd year in varsity ball. Brett Meddy, long 3, and he buried it. He says, okay, I can't get inside. I'll drain a 3. Shoes back in front, 10-9.
He is a matchup nightmare.
Yeah, what do you do to defend that kid? Zeruzen, now to Minor. Right side to Donaldson. Out top to Schaefer. Now to Zeruzen. Now to Minor. Just about met the Hearts there. Wolf inside, and he got leaned on. Foul on the shoes.
Haven't had a lot of whistles in the early going of the game, but Devin Smith just got tagged with his second.
So
he has 2 of the topless 3 team fouls.
Devin will sit down. So does Hardick. Shoes make a couple of changes as a result. Into the fray for the first time is Austin Johnson, the 5'10 senior. And let me see.
Chris Ungren.
That's right, Chris Ungren, the 6'2 junior, checks in too. So those 2 changes for the Shoes. Hearts with the ball trailing 1 here, 10-9. Schaefer with it out top. Out of Donaldson. 1 bounce and off to Minor. They get it to Zeruzen. He drives right side. Now to Donaldson. Tries a 3. Got it. Jacob Donaldson hits the 3, and the Hearts are back up 2. It's 12-10. Man, it's been as good as I hoped it would be.
Oh, yeah. Early on, it's been great.
12-10 Hearts. Inside, Kyle Smith. Pass to Johnson. It was not a shot. Gets it out front to Undren. Chris holds, and now finally to Drace. Right left corner, Meddy for 3 more, and he hit again. Brett Meddy with 8. Shoes are back in front, 13-12.
Just pops out to the corner and shoots it almost like he's shooting a free throw from out there beyond the arc.
He's a big and strong. That's like a free throw for him out there in the corner. Schaefer, Grant Wolf. Waiting, bounce pass right side, Zeruzen. Sean pulls it out to Donaldson. Left side, Schaefer. There, Wolf loads up for 3. Shots too short. A high arching shot. Wolf couldn't get it to go, and T-Town the rebound. Drace has it. Minute to go in the first quarter. Meddy for 3 more, and he hits again.
I'd say that was a heat check, Greg, and he's still hot.
This time from the right wing, that could have been a 4. Meddy with 11, and it's 16-12. T-Town by 4 now. Wow, what a quarter of basketball. Donaldson down low to Zeruzen. Can't shoot. Minor can't off the glass, and he got it.
That was a nice find by Zeruzen.
And it's 16-14. Hearts are back within 2 with half a minute to go in what's been a fun first quarter. Undren with the ball for the Shoes. Out to Drace. Right side to Johnson. Austin hooks it to Kyle Smith. Back to Johnson. Down to 20 seconds. Counted down to the end of the first quarter now. Drace comes out to get it. Left side, Kyle Smith for 2. Got it. Wow. Tough shot. His first basket. Shoes by 4. Down to 8. Down to 5. Grant Wolf down the lane. Through 3. Lost the ball. Drace the steal. Layup at the buzzer. No. It got knocked away. Oh, and we called a foul?
Wow.
We didn't need a foul. That was just good basketball. There was no need for a foul to be called there. That's just wrong. Let the kids play. So Drace is going to go to the line. It was a shooting foul that was called. Drace's foul shot, no good. Michael gets one more. T-Town leads at 18-14. We're wrapping up the first quarter here at EHS. A foul that I didn't see much of a foul, frankly. Drace's second one good, so a miss and a make. Michael's first point, Shoes by 5 after 1 at Effingham. It's Ttown 19, Effingham 14. Second quarter on the way in a minute on 97.9 XFM.
Stop by Geckner Brothers Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram today and check out the all-new Jeep Renegade. Rugged, fun, and affordable, the Renegade joins the legendary Jeep family with the classic Wrangler, the Jeep Patriot and Compass, Cherokee, and the luxurious Grand Cherokee. Find yours today at Effingham's home for Jeep. Geckner Brothers Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram.
First quarter stats, Matt.
Effingham 6 of 15 from the field, 0 for 1 from the free throw line, and 2 for 4 from three-point range. Ttown 7 of 13 from the field in the first quarter.
Wow.
1 of 2 at the free throw line, 4 for 4 from three-point land. Ttown out-rebounded Effingham 9-5, but committed 5 turnovers to Effingham's 3.
St. Anthony's hosting Newton tonight. I'll get your score on after the first quarter on that one here in a minute. Hearts get the ball to start the second quarter. Shoes lead at 19-14. Jerusalem, left side to Donaldson, inside to Minor, shot over Meddy, no good. Jerusalem sneaks in for the rebound, and he got the putback. That's nice. Sean Jerusalem with 5. It's a three-point game, 19-16. Corner 3, Johnson, no good for T-Town. Wolf, the rebound, and the Hearts could tie it back up with a 3 here. Wolf, right side to Schaefer. Head of the key to Minor, left side Jerusalem. Out top to Wolf, to Schaefer. Now top to Jerusalem, and he pulls it out. Right wing, Minor. There's the cutter. Donaldson lays it up and in. Boy, that worked just like it's supposed to. Donaldson sneaked along the baseline, and nice feed by Minor for the layup, and the Hearts are within 1. It's 19-18, and here's a steal. Grace's pass stolen. Wolf the layup good, and the Hearts are back in front just like that. Wolf with 4. And the Hearts lead at 20-19. Meddy shot for 3, no good. The putback is good, though, by Lane Belleville, who's in the game now for Ttown. And that puts T-Town back in front, 21-20.
He paid dividends right away, grabbing that offensive rebound.
Has big basket, too, because the Hearts had scored 6 straight to start the quarter. Minor, out to Wolf, to Jerusalem, to Schaefer, to Donaldson for 3. No good. Back of the rim. Rebound loose. Out of bounds. It'll go to Ttown.
Even though the shot didn't fall, that was great ball movement by Effingham to get it to a good three-point shooter with an open look. It just didn't work. But if Effingham keeps that type of thing up, they're going to stay in this game.
One good Meddy deserves another. Brett Meddy gets a breather. Blake Meddy checks in, the 6'1.5" junior. Jerusalem's down for Effingham, and Brady Jackson checks in, so each team makes a change.
This kid's a tremendous athlete that's just checked in for Ttown.
Absolutely. He's a good basketball player. I loved watching him play baseball. Holy cow. Yeah, Blake Meddy, he's a heck of an athlete. Shoes with the ball in a 1-point lead inside the cutter, and the shot is pinned by Donaldson. The shot was put up no good by Blake Meddy. Donaldson the pin. Hart's got the rebound. Wolf got it down to Schaefer. Now Jackson with the ball. Schaefer comes out to get it. Wolf loads up for 3. No good. And the rebound taken down by Michael Drace for T-Town. So 21-20 T-Town. Inside, Belleville working, threw it away. Austin Johnson didn't see the pass coming quick enough, and he couldn't corral it, and the Shoes turn it over, and now more changes. That's the second Shoes turnover. Belleville sits back down. Drace gets a breather. T-Town replaces them. And I'll get them here in a second.
Kyle Smith and Mitch Hardick, I believe, are the two back into the ball game.
Yeah, okay. I couldn't remember whether Hardick had left. Kyle Smith is back and Hardick, so that's the 2 for 2. And the Hearts make a change, too. Michael Woltman checks in to give them a little beef in the middle here for a while for the Hearts. For Minor. Donaldson for 2, short. Rebound Shoes. Grabbed out of there by Ungren. Had a little trouble with the dribble. Gets it up court okay to Johnson. And now they get it to Hardick, back to Johnson, and over on the opposite side to Kyle Smith. He goes baseline, but the Hearts shut it off.
Effingham's gone to a zone here.
3-point try by Johnson, no good, but Kyle Smith puts it back up, no good. Johnson again, good. They've got 3 shots. Austin Johnson's first bucket. Shoes by 3, 23-20. Left side to Jackson for the Hearts. Brady out top, left side Donaldson loads it up for 3. It's short, rebound. Wolfman got it for the Hearts. To Jackson for 3. Got decked, rebound no good. Donaldson gets the rebound after the shot's no good and puts it back up and in. Jackson's 3 was no good. Donaldson got the rebound, put it up and in. Again, it's a 1-point game. Ttown with a lead. Kyle Smith, corner 3, no good. Schaefer the rebound for Effingham. And the Hearts have a chance to regain the advantage here. Wolf with it. Pulls it out now, and the Hearts say, let's spread the offense here. 23-22 Shoes. We're halfway through the second quarter. What's been a fun one? Wolf right side of the lane, can't get in. Now to Jackson. Down low, Donaldson hooks it off the glass and got it. Oh, no, it came out no good. Counted it too quick, didn't I? Rebound to Hardick for Ttown. Boy, that bounced all around the rim.
You weren't the only one who counted it too quick.
Wow. Hardick shoots for 2 for the Shoes, no good. Jackson the rebound for the Hearts. To Wolf, pushes it underneath. Donaldson sticks it up and in. Good work by the big boy. Get down the floor, and they fed him for the layup. And the Hearts are back in front, 24-23. Here's a knockaway out of bounds. It'll stay with the Shoes. Brady Jackson sneaked in front of a pass. Blake Meddy sits down. Brett Meddy's back for Ttown. Drace is back for Ttown. And Johnson will sit down. Zeruzin's back for the Hearts, and Schaefer gets a breather. 3:23 to go, second quarter. It's 24-23 Effingham. And, man, how many lead changes have we had?
It's been a back-and-forth affair, that's for certain.
Shoes get it baseline. Kicking in the corner. Hardick buries the 3.
That was Ungren.
Oh, I thought it was, I'm sorry, 32, not 34. Chris Ungren hits the 3, his first points.
He buried it, though. Wow.
Shoes back up to 26-24. Jackson with it. Tried the no-look pass, and Zeruzin, fortunately for Effingham, found it. Now he got called for the double dribble.
He did, too. He just kind of picked it up over there in the corner and then put it back down again. And Effingham fans don't like it. Neither does Ron Reed, but I kind of saw it the same way as the official on that one.
So the turnover gives the ball to the Shoes. 2:50 to go before the break. And the first turnover in the quarter on the Hearts, which is a good number in a game like this. Ungren with the ball. Down in the corner to Kyle Smith. Back out to Ungren. Our first look at the Shoes this season, so sorry if I'm misidentifying a kid here and there. Drace penetrates, got it knocked loose. Hearts get the steal. Drace is back after it, and we got a reach-in foul on Drace. That's a tough call.
Yeah.
I thought he was just battling for the ball.
I didn't see him get a part of the arm or anything, but that's what the officials saw, so they call him for his first foul. It's only the team's 4th. Effingham's only committed 2 fouls here in the first half of action, so fouls really haven't been a problem too much other than Devin Smith picking up a couple of them.
Maybe that's why they're standing out so much. There haven't been many fouls.
Yeah.
So the Hearts down 2 with the ball. 26-24 Ttown. Woltman with the ball. Got it knocked away, but there's a reason to reclaim it for Effingham. Each team's had a lead of 4. Actually, the Hearts were up 5 once. Right now it's a 2-point Shoes lead. Wolf to Woltman. Across the lane pass. Zeruzin tries a 3. It rims out, no good. Brett Meddy had it, and then it's knocked away. Saved, but they say Totopoulos stepped out of bounds. It'll be Effingham's ball.
Well, Woltman was involved in that. He was battling for the board, and he got a hand on it just enough to mess up Ttown, and they couldn't quite get to it before it went to the baseline.
Zeruzin inbound baseline. Wolf for 2. It's short. Boy, he was shooting on the move. Came up short. Shoes got the rebound. Brett Meddy got it. Now it's up court quickly and corralled finally by Hardick, and the Shoes set it up. T-Town with a 2-point lead in the ball and a minute 40 to go before halftime. Good games always go fast. T-Town wants time. Minute 38 to go before halftime. Back in 30 seconds at Effingham. It's Teutopolis 26, Effingham 24 on 97.9 XFM.
From an oil change to new brakes, or possibly a major overhaul, our service makes a difference at Dan Heck Chevrolet Toyota in Effingham. Trust your car or truck repairs to the most experienced repair shop in the area. Look for our specials online at danheck.com.
I told you I had a score on the St. Anthony game. They're playing Newton tonight over at the Enloe Center. After a quarter, it's St. Anthony 14, Newton 9. So that's a halftime score on that one. Bulldogs by 5 after 1. Here, it's Teutopolis 26, Effingham 24 with a minute 38 to go before halftime. Jason Hansen called a quick timeout there. Let's see what the Shoes do to execute this last minute and a half here. Drace has it out on the point. Wolf and he doing battle. Drace looked at the basket, now pulls it back out, then goes back baseline to Kyle Smith. Donaldson has him. Back out to Drace. Drace down the lane, feeds it inside. Brett Meddy, one step, the layup good. Brett Meddy with 13 already. T-Town's back up 4. 28-24. Zeruzen with the ball for the Hearts. To Minor, who came back in during the timeout. Now to Zeruzen. Baseline to Donaldson. Back out to Zeruzen. To Wolf. Swings it left side to Schaefer, so the Hearts with their starters back. Now Zeruzen with the ball. Sean goes baseline. They double team him. He got it somehow to Schaefer. Corner 3. Good. Reed Schaefer has 7, and the Hearts are back within 1. 28-27.
He's only taken 3 shots, but he's buried them all for Effingham. His offense have been a big part why they're down 1.
35 seconds left. Drace double team, dribbles out of trouble, used the shoulder there, got it over to Hardick. 3 try, good. Barely rippled the net. Mitch Hardick has 6, Shoes back up by 4. Anywhere past the half court's fair game tonight. Man, 31-27 T-Town. Shoes are up 4. Hart's going to go for the last shot here. Wolf around a little pick, shot for 2, good. Hit the little jumper in the lane. Wolf with 6, 3, 2, 1. Shoes going to get a shot before the buzzer. Yes, they do. Just missed. Wow. Undgren just about hit another 3 at the buzzer. As it is, it's a 2-point game at halftime. It's been fun. Remember, Wayne's videotaping this one. You'll want to watch this one. At the half at Effingham, it's Teutopolis 31, Effingham 29. Halftime show on the way in a minute on 97.9 XFM.
Al's Tire Martin Electronic Center is a proud supporter of high school sports. Effingham's home for Verizon Wireless has 2 locations, car stereo installation and service, Bluetooth and mobile accessories, plus Al's top-notch automotive service will keep your team going all season long. Stop by Al's today.
So we'll say it starts at 9 o'clock on the morning of the 28th right now. So that's the best I can tell you. That's why it's really been quiet about that tournament, which is a shame because we've had so much fun with it the last couple of years, but that's the deal. So the morning of the 28th is when that tournament gets started, and we'll keep you up to date. Shoes get the ball to start the third quarter. T-Town in front here, 31-29 to start the second half. Lob down low, layup good. Devin Smith got inside, sticks it home. His second bucket, and the Shoes are up 4, 33-29.
He's the only player who sat with some fouls, so it looked like T-Town wanted to get him going early.
Zeruzen underneath the Donaldson, got leaned on a little, gets away, shot's too strong, but Minor, a nice rebound for Effingham. Knocked away out of bounds, so it'll stay with the Hearts.
Yeah, there could have been a whistle on some of the activity underneath there, but there haven't been a lot of whistles tonight, and both teams seem to be reacting fine to that.
Trying to get it inbounded. Finally, Zeruzen found Wolf. He popped open. He tries a long 3. No good. Well, Grant's just not quite got it zoned in yet tonight. Shoes the rebound. Down court pass to Devin Smith. They hook it in the corner. Kyle Smith tried to get it, or Hartwick got around to the defender, and then he got hooked, and a foul on the Hearts.
Yeah, Reed Schaefer was the one who recovered out to him to prevent the 3-point shot, but when he did, Hardick went right around him, and he hooked him there with the leg, and that's his first and the team's first.
Common foul on the baseline. Shoes get it inbound. Out top to Drace, and T-Town sets it up. Minute into the third quarter, Shoes by 4. They lob it inside again. Devin Smith's shot, no good. Rebound battle. Donaldson taps it to Wolf, and the Hearts come away with it. Down to Schaefer, out to Wolf, and now to Minor. Right side, Donaldson for 3. Buried it. Jacob Donaldson with a dozen, and the Hearts are back within 1.
I almost said it was good as soon as it left his hand because he was in a rhythm.
Drace down the lane, lost the handle on it. The Hearts get the steal. Wolf's off to the races. He lays it up, and it's pinned by Devin Smith. It goes out of bounds. It'll stay with Effingham. Wolf was busting it down the lane. Smith never quit on it. They went up at the same time, and Devin Smith pinned the shot. Now, that was something.
That was pretty good athletic ability there as Smith went up high to get that block.
Hearts inbound it. In the lane, Zaruzin, spin move, hooks it up, short. Minor, another rebound. Gets it out. Schaefer for 3 more, rims out, no good. Kyle Smith, the rebound. Outlet pass is knocked out of bounds by Wolf. It'll stay with Ttown. Holy cow, are these teams amped up tonight?
Yeah, they're really playing hard. This is exactly what we thought we'd see when these two teams get together. Quality teams playing hard.
Shoes by 1 with the ball. 6:08 to go in the third quarter. Brett Meddy right side for Ttown. Puts it on the floor, goes to the lane, pulls up, shot for 2, no good, but he got fouled. Meddy to the line for a pair here.
I think it's Minor, and it is his first foul. That's only the team's 4th in the ball game. It is their 2nd, though, already in 2 minutes of the second half.
Sean Zaruzin, a little bloody lip. He'll get that corrected here, and he'll be back out there. Meddy shoots the foul shot short. He hasn't missed much.
No.
Big Brett is even bigger this year. Ttown just looks stronger to me.
Oh, yeah, they're strong.
Foul shot good. So Meddy a miss and a make. Brett with 14 now.
And we've been watching these kids since they were freshmen. They're just going to fill out.
Mm-hmm.
Not to say that they haven't put a lot of hard work into it as well, but it's been a pleasure watching all these kids on both sides play for the last couple of years.
The miss and then the make gives Ttown a 2-point lead now, 34-32. So the Hearts could tie with a 2, take the lead with a 3. Out front, Wolf. Corner, Schaefer. Inside, Minor. Had back to the basket, couldn't get set to shoot, so out to Zaruzin.
Ttown switched to a zone defensively, so Effingham's trying to diagnose it here.
In the lane, Donaldson corrals the pass. That got away. Wolf with it. Grant one dribble in the lane. Donaldson caught it, shot it, made it. He had trouble with it, got it corrected, hits the jumper in the lane, and the Hearts have come back to tie it at 34.
As soon as I saw him not catch it clean, I thought, well, this shot's probably not going to be a clean one either, but he gathered himself and buried it.
So a 34-all game, 3 minutes into the third quarter. Hardick for Ttown, drives right side of the lane, puts it up and got it. He was headed out of bounds and shot that and made it. It's Hardick with 8, and T-Town's back up to 36-34. Zaruzin left side for the Hearts. Out top to Minor, now to Donaldson. Right side to Wolf. Goes baseline, shot over 2's, too strong. Rebound hit by 2 Hearts into the hands of Brett Meddy for T-Town. Drace has it. Back cross court to Meddy, and Brett will bring it down. Stops head of the key, but still on the dribble. Got around Minor, and a reach-in foul on Minor.
Yeah, Brett Meddy. He just went, like you said, a little crossover, and Minor was left in the dust, and he reached up to try to hold on to him, and gets called for his second foul. And
more blood on Zaruzin.
Yep. Trainer's going to have to work on him a little bit here.
Trainer Troy to the rescue. Brady Jackson will check in for Zaruzin here. 36-34 Shoes, 4:24 to go, third quarter. Numerous lead changes, to say the least. T-Town's in front right now, and they have the ball in backcourt. Drace to Devin Smith, back to Drace. To Meddy, corner, Hardick, 3 more. Put it in the book. It's Hardick with 11. Boy, he can drain it.
Great ball movement again from the Shoes. Got that open look.
And they're back up 5, matching the biggest lead they've had a couple of times. It's 39-34. Here's a steal. Hardick corrals it on the baseline for T-Town. Knocked loose. Off Wolf. Did he throw it off Devin Smith? Yes, he did. It'll be Effingham ball. Whew. Official was right there. We were screened. He was looking, and he says it's Hart's ball.
I mean, from the way it looked, it was hard to believe that it was off of the Shoes, but like you said, we really couldn't exactly tell where that ball bounced, and the official was right there.
Jackson with the ball for the Hearts. To Minor, gets it knocked away, but he corrals it. And off to Jackson. 39-34 T-Town, and off the ball, we've got a time for Effingham. Back in a minute. 3:35 to go in the third. It is Teutopolis 39, Effingham 34 here on 97.9 XFM.
Northside Ford in Effingham is proud to be a sponsor of high school sports. Check out the new F-150. The future of tough is here today, so you can own work now like never before. Stop by and take a test drive. Contact Northside Ford today or visit them online at effinghamford.com.
Speaking of Dietrich, that's where we'll be Friday night for St. Anthony at Dietrich. That'll be right here on 97.9 XFM.
Interesting quarter. Effingham's actually taken twice as many shots as Teutopolis, but Teutopolis has made 3 of their 4 versus Effingham's 2 for 8.
Well, let's see what happens after the Effingham timeout. Wolf has it out top. Jerusalem is still down with a bloody lip. Inside, Donaldson puts it off the glass. No good. Look at Wolf go after the rebound and puts it back up and in. Grant Wolf with 8. And the Hearts are back within 3, 39-36.
And that's why Effingham's taken more shots, as they've grabbed a lot of offensive rebounds.
Which I'm sure is thrilling Jason Hansen. Hardick out top for 3. This one's no good. Donaldson the rebound. Hearts could tie it up with a 3. Wolf to the free throw line for 2. It's short. Well, Grant's just having an off night shooting the basketball. Drace brings it down court quickly for T-Town. To Devin Smith. To Meddy for 3 more, and he buried it. Holy cow. Is he going to make some college a forward?
Oh, man.
Woo. 17 for Meddy. Shoes by 6. That's the biggest lead of the game for T-Town. 42-36. Schaefer picks up the dribble. Finds Wolf. Wolf right side of the floor. Drives down the lane, puts the runner up, and no good. Rebound, Hardick for T-Town. Down to Drace, splits the defense, lost the handle, and the Hearts get the steal. Minor down to Donaldson. He's all alone, and there's a 2-hand jam. So each team with a jam tonight, too. Third T-Town turnover, 42-38. Hearts still down 4. Hardick left side. Out to Devin Smith for 3. Short. Rebound. Out of bounds. It'll stay with T-Town.
Well, there was a lot of contact on that board as well between Drace and Wolf, and the officials say it was incidental, and it'll belong to the shoes. Ron Reed is very disappointed in that call.
Hardick inbounds to Kyle Smith. Shot for 2. No good. Devin Smith ran over somebody, and that's a foul on T-Town. Foul's not on Devin Smith, excuse me.
Foul's going on Hardick. He was the one going up over the back initially. It's his first foul and the team's first foul of the half.
So the Hearts end up with the basketball. Shoes by 4, 42-38 with 1:43 to go in the third. Minor out top. Jackson down low to Schaefer, knocked away. Reed gets it back. Now to Minor. Pass underneath. Wolf, shot block. Brett Meddy, the rebound for T-Town. Wow. Drace across the half line, down the lane, feeds it into Devin Smith. Layup won't go. Donaldson taps it out. And now Wolf is fouled at midcourt. A reach in by Drace, I think, results in the foul. No, it's not Drace. Yeah, it is. It's 2. There you go.
Michael picks up his second on the play.
I thought Jay Smith was going to give me 2 numbers. It was on number 2. Jackson down as Jerusalem's back in here for the Hearts. Hardick sits down. Kyle Smith sits down for T-Town. So it's 42-38 shoes and the Hearts with the ball and 1:15 to go in the third. Minor, they get it inside to Donaldson. He can't shoot. Out to Wolf. Jerusalem, they go left side to Schaefer. Minor tried to post up in there, but he's working against Brett Meddy, and that's like going up against a log wagon. Schaefer pass knocked away by Drace. At least Schaefer was the intended receiver. Never got to him.
Yeah, Drace really did a good job of fronting him down there on the post.
Jerusalem inbound on the baseline here for the Hearts. Waits and gets it into Wolf. Grant's finally having a tough shooting night. I haven't seen that happen yet this season. And the Hearts are still hanging around, just down 4. Donaldson for 3. Too strong. Rebound, Devin Smith for T-Town. Off to Drace, and here come the shoes. Down court pass. Ungren with it. Down low to Brett Meddy. Posting up, going to work, spin move, got around the defender, and he lost the handle on it. It goes out of bounds. Last touch by Ttown. It'll be Hart's ball to bring at the end of the floor.
Boy, it looked to me like the Hearts might have got away with one there. Brett Meddy's arm was definitely challenged as he made his move towards the hoop.
I think that's a fair way to phrase it. So it's 42-38 Ttown. Hearts with the ball down to 20 seconds left in the third quarter. Zaruzin on the dribble. Looking for help. We're down to 14 seconds. Now to Wolf. Down to 11 seconds. Wolf gets the play to Minor. Back to Wolf. Loads it up for three. No good. Rebound Undgren for Ttown. They clear it to Brett Meddy. Half-court shot at the buzzer. Just short. Shoes by 4 as we go to the fourth. At Effingham High School, it's Ttown 42, Effingham 38 on 97.9 XFM.
Stop by Geckner Brothers Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram today and check out the all-new Jeep Renegade. Rugged, fun, and affordable, the Renegade joins the legendary Jeep family with the classic Wrangler, the Jeep Patriot and Compass, Cherokee, and the luxurious Grand Cherokee. Find yours today at Effingham's home for Jeep. Geckner Brothers Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram.
Third quarter, sir.
Ttown 4 of 9 from the field, 1 of 2 at the line, and 2 for 4 from three-point range. Effingham 4 of 16 from the field. They did not attempt a free throw, 1 of 5 from long range. Ttown actually came back to out-rebound Effingham 7-5 in the quarter, but they had 4 turnovers to Effingham's 1.
Hart's busted inside. The layup won't go for Zaruzin, but Minor's there with a putback. Jared Minor with 4, and the Hearts are within 2 to start the fourth quarter. It's 42-40. Devin Smith for Ttown. Undgren down low to Blake Meddy, who starts the quarter for the Shoes. To Devin Smith. Over to Brett Meddy. Long three. Hits again. 20 for Brett Meddy. He can take it out as far as you want. Shoes by 5, 45-40. Wow. That is, he is snapping the net, too. It's no doubt. Ball's knocked away out of bounds now. It'll stay with Effingham.
Oh, and by the way, that was Brett Meddy on defense knocking it away.
It's remarkable. He's going to get a breather now, Brett Meddy and Blake Meddy for that matter. Hardick's back, and so's Undgren. So those two changes for Ttown. The Hearts get it inbounded, eventually into backcourt. Grant Wolf with the basketball. Shoes by 5. Donaldson with it. Left side to Schaefer. And off the ball, we've got a whistle. And they're going to talk it over. We had a whistle underneath, and now they're talking it over, and let's see what happens here.
Should be on Devin Smith of Ttown, and it is. He picks up his third foul. Effingham player was trying to cut underneath the hoop, Zaruzin, and Smith just kind of tangled him up.
Zaruzin inbounds to Minor. Hearts haven't shot the ball well. Still down just 5, though, so I guess if you're Effingham, you got to feel pretty good about things and get the lid off. Zaruzin with the ball, working down the lane, goes to the hole, left hands it up and in. Zaruzin with 7, and the Hearts within 3 at 45-42. Down court Undgren for the Shoes. Chris takes it out top, picks up the dribble. Right side Devin Smith, they lob it underneath, knocked away by Effingham out of bounds. It'll stay with Ttown.
Boy, Ttown didn't recognize that Effingham was confused a little defensively. Hardick was wide open for a while, but they got to him just in time to knock it away under the hoop.
Hardick inbounds here to Drace, and Ttown sets it up. They get it out top to Kyle Smith. Right side, Devin Smith. Lobs it down low to Drace, puts it up, got it, and drew the foul. Wow. There's the old charge block decision, and Schaefer got called for the block.
Apparently Reed was there just a little late. You can tell the crowd from Effingham doesn't like it, but Dre's got the bucket, and he'll try to sink the free throw.
Michael's first basket, and the Shoes are back up 5, 47-42 with 6.5 to go.
Officials will always tell you that's the most difficult call in basketball,
yes,
and I believe that one emphasized it right there.
Drace's foul shot hit the front of the rim and climbed over and in. So he has 4, and the Shoes are back up 6. This matches their biggest lead of the night, 48-42. Hearts were up 5 once upon a time. Corner 3, no good by Wolf. Rebound battle. And Meddy got the ball. Does he also get the foul?
Well, Meddy came up over the back.
Yes. Nettie on the personal here. So it's out of bounds to Effingham.
He went over the back of Minor, who may have been over the back of Devin Smith as well.
Whole lot of back there. Zeruzen inbounds left side now to Wolf. Grant looks inside, out top instead to Schaefer. Showed 3, pulled it back. Zeruzen going to the hole again, and a foul on Ttown. Somebody must have been holding.
Looks like Hardick, 34. He now has his 3rd foul. Team's 4th this half.
6:08 left. Shoes by 6. Hearts with the ball. Big house here at Effingham High School, and a lot of people came to the house. Grant Wolf with it out top. Right side to Donaldson. Kept better eye on Jacob lately. Left side, Zeruzen. Sean drives to the baseline. Corner, Schaefer underneath Donaldson. Shot for 2. Good. Donaldson with 18. Hearts are back within 4, 48-44. Grace blows down the floor. Hardick for 3. Good again. Mitch Hardick with 14. Shoes by 7. 51-44. Their biggest lead of the night. Hearts went inside, got it stripped. Stolen by the Shoes to Devin Smith, and he missed the jam. He missed the dunk. Schaefer the rebound for Effingham. Down the lane, needing help, and he got called for a double dribble, and it'll go back to Ttown. And the Hearts want time. 5:20 to go in this one. Everybody needs to take a breath.
Yeah.
5:20 to go. Back in a minute. It's Ttown 51, Effingham 44 here on 97.9 XFM.
From an oil change to new brakes or possibly a major overhaul, our service makes a difference at Dan Heck Chevrolet Toyota in Effingham. Trust your car or truck repairs to the most experienced repair shop in the area. Look for our specials online at danheck.com.
All right, Matt, you and I were just talking off air. How many threes does Ttown have?
Oh.
How many have they made?
They have made 10 threes.
Holy cow.
And they're 4 for 6 this half.
Holy cow. And they lead it by 7 now, 51-44. Grace goes to the hole for the Shoes, banks it up, no good. Wolf the rebound for the Hearts. Grant's going coast to coast. Little shake and bake. Shots blocked by Meddy. Rebound taken down by Hardick. Down to Devin Smith. In the lane, Kyle Smith shot good. Kyle Smith with 4, and the Shoes are up 9. 53-44 Ttown with 4:44 to go in this one.
The shooting percentages is really the difference so far in this second half, because Ttown is 4 of 6 from the field this 4th quarter.
Pass to Donaldson at the free throw line, knocked away, and a foul on Ttown to reach in.
A couple of candidates in the vicinity. It is Kyle Smith with the foul, 2-4, picking up his first. Actually, they show his second on the board, and it's the team's 6th.
Both these teams 5-1 coming into this one. Wolf pass to Minor, back out to Wolf. Hearts down 9 now, 4.5 to go. Donaldson left side of the lane, got it knocked away, gets it back out to Schaefer, inside. Great pass to Minor for the layup. What a nice pass by Reed Schaefer. Minor was 6, and it's 53-46. Brett Meddy with it out top for Ttown. 10 threes. Holy cow. And they're just killing it, too. No bouncing around the rim stuff. It's snapping the net when it's going in. Brett Meddy to the lane. Spin move through 2. Puts it up. No good, but he got fouled on the way. 2 at the line for Brett Meddy.
Minor and Donaldson are each looking at each other like, did you touch him? And they said Minor was the one who got him. So Jared picks up his 3rd foul, just Effingham's 5th as a team, but like you said, Meddy was in the act of shooting, so he goes to the line.
Now it's Reed Schaefer's turn to have the bloody lip. Foul shot no good by Meddy. He'll try it again. Shoes by 7, 53-46. We've got half a quarter left in this one. Meddy's foul shot good. Miss and a make. Brett with 21 tonight. Ttown by 8, 54-46. Wolf down court for the Hearts, left side to Zeruzen. Sean on the dribble. Drives left side, the doubling. So back out to Schaefer. Inside to Minor, lost the handle on it out of bounds, but it went off Hardick last, so it'll stay with Effingham.
Zeruzen has really done a good job of creating opportunities with his dribble. He's really penetrating, and then if he isn't able to finish, he's been setting people up.
Deep pass knocked loose, but regained by Wolf. Shot for 2 from the free throw line, short. Rebound Brett Meddy for T-Town. Down court quickly to Hardick. He's going to the hole. Shot no good. Good defense by Wolf, but the rebound Devin Smith for T-Town. Out to Kyle Smith. Down the lane through 3, and there's got to be a foul in there somewhere. And a block on the Hearts. Actually, Devin Smith was trying to kick the ball to the corner, but he still got called for the block.
Grant Wolf picks up the foul.
Yeah,
it's his second and team 6, so it'll be T-Town ball out of bounds under the hoop.
Hardick inbounds on the baseline, right side to Smith. Kyle hands it back to Hardick. Yeah, he's in trouble. And he had to call timeout. Yep, had to burn the timeout. So, Shoes call a 30. 3:21 to go in the game. It's Teutopolis 54, Effingham 46 here on 97.9 XFM.
House Tire Mart and Electronic Center is a proud supporter of high school sports. Effingham's home for Verizon Wireless has 2 locations: car stereo installation and service, Bluetooth and mobile accessories. Plus, Al's top-notch automotive service will keep your team going all season long. Stop by Al's today.
It's Teutopolis 54, Effingham 46 with 3:21 to go at EHS.
Teutopolis just methodically opening up their lead. Just point here, a couple points there. And they've pushed it up to this 8-point advantage and looking to add to it here this trip.
They've outscored the Hearts 12-8 so far in this quarter. Not a big margin, but if you outscore someone by 4 every quarter, you win by 16, don't you?
Yeah, it all adds up.
Race has it out top now for T-Town. Wolf and he have done battle a few times tonight. Left side driving the baseline. Kyle Smith missed the layup. Rebound by Meddy, no good, and there's a foul in there on Effingham, and Meddy's going to go to the line and shoot 2.
Kyle Smith is probably a little frustrated tonight with some of these shots that just will not fall for him. He's made a couple, but that time Meddy was there to pick him up and earns a trip to the line on the 3rd foul from Wolf.
No good on the foul shot. Ungren back in here, and Hardick will sit down for Teutopolis. 3:09 left. Shoes by 8. Even in the land of the 3-point shot, that's a pretty big lead. Meddy hits them both. Hits the second one. He shot both. Missed the first one, got the second one. I think he's done that 3 straight times now.
Yep.
Meddy with 22. Leads all scores. Shoes back up 9. 55-46. Hearts need to find a basket. Schaefer left side. Out top to Minor. Down low to Donaldson. Now to Schaefer. Thought about a 3, but Drace covered him up well. So they hook it out to Minor. Now to Zaruzen. Right side to Wolf. Wolf drives. Can't get in. Leans. Feeds it to Minor. Back to Wolf. Wolf inside. Can't shoot. Now to Schaefer for 3. No good. Rebound T-Town. Grabbed by Ungren. Ungren to Drace. Shoes can go up double digits this trip. Ball knocked away, but Drace managed to get it inside, and now the pass inside's knocked away by Minor. Nice work, because otherwise Ungren had a pretty good look at a layup.
Tell you what, though, that was good defense on Teutopolis, or by Teutopolis there against Effingham that last trip. Effingham just couldn't find any way to get any open opportunities, milking a lot of time off the clock.
Kind of like when your quarterback looks and all these receivers are covered up. Sometimes you just got to throw it away. Brett Meddy to Ungren. Picks up the dribble. Now to Drace. T-Town doesn't need to be in any kind of a hurry at all now. We're down to 2 minutes to go. Drace lost a handle on it. Gets it back to Devin Smith. Devin Smith drives. Gets it to Drace. Back out to Devin Smith. He goes to the hole. Sticks it up. No good. Minor the rebound for Effingham. Zaruzen goes coast to coast. He got fouled going up. Ungren grabbed him. And a foul.
Yep, and that foul is going to put Zaruzen to the line for a couple as he was in the act of shooting. Ungren picks up his first foul of the ball game.
But it's down to 1:51 now. Hearts are looking up at a 9-point deficit. But they have a chance to gain some ground here with a clock stop. Zaruzen's foul shot, good. Sean with 8. 55-47.
This is the second and third free throw of the ball game for Effingham.
Second one, good. Zaruzen hit them both. Sean with 9. Boy, he's been consistently getting his scoring up. And the Hearts are within 7, 55-48. Shoes get it inbounded safely, though. Devin Smith to midcourt, picked up the dribble now to Brett Meddy. He goes baseline. Corner, Ungren for three. No good. Rebound. Looked like Miner had position, and somebody went up over him.
Chris Ungren was wide open for the three. So from that standpoint, at this point in the game, do you take it, do you not? That's up for debate. But that led to the missed shot. Miner had great position inside to get possession, and Meddy went up over the back. So that again allows Effingham to score with a clock stop. They could pull within 5 if they hit them both.
That's why I think you pull it back out and kill some more clock. Kyle Smith sits down. Hardick's back in for T-Town. Foul shot, no good on the one and bonus by Miner. The Shoes got the rebound. The kid fell down. He didn't get called for traveling. And now we've got a foul on the Hearts.
Well, everybody's
upset. Fall down with the ball and not get a travel.
Well, and T-Town's upset thinking he got thrown to the ground by one of the Effingham players battling for the ball.
So nobody did nothing.
So nobody's happy.
So nobody did nothing is what the result is there.
Turns into Meddy being fouled a little later with Jared Miner picking up his 4th. And this will be a 1-and-1 for Meddy. So he can't afford to miss the first one because he won't get the second one if he does.
There you go. Kyle Smith's back in. Hardick sits down. So Jason Hanson running the shuttle now. Down to a minute 35 to go. Meddy's foul shot, good. See, he takes care of everything.
I guess.
He needed to hit the first one. He hit the first one. He has 23 points. 56-48. Shoes back up 8. And we're down to a minute 35 to go. Meddy's second one good. Buried them both. Big senior with 24. 57-48. Shoes by 9. Hearts get it up court. Wolf with it out top. Grant down the lane. Pulls up for 2. Got it. Got the lid off. He's in double figures with 10. The Hearts are within 7, and Effingham calls time. Minute 27 to go. Back in a minute. It's Ttown 57, Effingham 50 here on 97.9 XFM.
Northside Ford in Effingham is proud to be a sponsor of high school sports. Check out the new F-150. The future of tough is here today, so you can own work now like never before. Stop by and take a test drive. Contact Northside Ford today or visit them online at effinghamford.com.
So another epic battle between Effingham and T-Town.
Really is, and right now Effingham probably called that timeout to set up their full court pressure, but also figure out who they want to foul because it's still 1-and-1 for the Shoes.
57-50 Ttown with a minute 27 to go in the Shoes with the basketball. Ungren with it in backcourt. We've got him running the point here. Knocked away by Zaruzin. Drace tried to save it, and it went out of bounds, and it'll be Effingham's basketball. So that was interesting. Shoes' first turnover in this fourth quarter. Wow. Devin Smith and Kyle Smith come back in. Johnson was in there for a second. Hardick was in there. So that didn't work as T-Town had hoped, and the Hearts come back with the ball with a minute 13 to go, down 7. Wolf with the ball down the lane through everybody, and a foul on the way. So that will put Wolf at the line here.
Well, I like the fact that Effingham was moving towards the basket. You're either going to get a foul or hopefully get a decent look out of it. And that time the foul results, and it was picked up by Ungren, who has his second.
The Smiths sit back down. Johnson and Hardick back in for T-Town. Run the little offense-defense shuttle here. Hearts are down 7. Minute 8 to go. Grant Wolf hit the jumper a minute ago to get himself in double figures and get the Hearts within 7. Wolf's foul shot, good. Grant with 11. Hearts within 6, 57-51. Everybody that's been here and helped with the alternative heat source for Effingham is, I think, satisfied. Wolf's second one, no good. Rebound, Miner got it to Schaefer, who skied up in a jump, and the alternate possession will give it out of bounds to T-Town.
Boy, Effingham had a pretty good opportunity there. Miner did everything he could, battling for the board, and Schaefer jumped in there and grabbed it, but T-Town alertly tied him up, and possession arrow favors the Shoes.
Schaefer's a little banged up, so he's going to sit for a minute, and Brady Jackson checks in. Shoes looking to get it the length of the floor. Hardick to Ungren. Lundgren in backcourt to Hardick. They're still not across the half line. And timeout to Ttown. 57 seconds left. Ball will still be in backcourt, I think. Back in a minute. It's Ttown 57, Effingham 51 here on 97.9 XFM.
Stop by Geckner Brothers Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram today and check out the all-new Jeep Renegade. Rugged, fun, and affordable, the Renegade joins the legendary Jeep family with the classic Wrangler, the Jeep Patriot and Compass, Cherokee, and the luxurious Grand Cherokee. Find yours today at Effingham's home for Jeep. Geckner Brothers Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram.
57 seconds left in regulation. It's Ttown 57, Effingham 51. Yeah, notice I threw that in there. 57-51. Shoes lead is 6. It's been 9. Hearts have led by 5. That was early in the game. Shoes have led just about all the second half. And now we've got a foul called on the inbound play.
Wolf was holding. So Grant Wolf picks up his 4th foul, and that will send Ungren to the line for the first time tonight.
And the shuttle, the Smith brothers, they're not brothers, the Smith family returns. Johnson sits down with Hardick. It's been the shuttle Jason's run the last couple of minutes. Meanwhile, back at the foul line, it's Chris Ungren. Foul shot, good. He has 4, pushes the Shoes lead back to 7. It's 58-51, so it's going to be 3 possessions regardless. 57 seconds left. Ungren's foul shot. Good. Got them both. Chris with 5. It's 59-51. Hearts with the basketball. Wolf across the half line. Shouting out the play. Driving down the lane. Kicks it left side to Jackson. Still in for Schaefer. Right side, Zaruzin, and a blocking foul on Ttown. Grace tried to impede his path to the bucket.
That'll be the 10th foul on Ttown. Effingham has 9 fouls committed themselves. So free throws, going to be 2 of them anytime there's a foul committed for either team from this point on.
We'll mention again, we're going to talk with both Coach Reed and Coach Hansen on the post-game show. So stick around for that. All of Matt's stats, and I'll run down the scores, and Brian will have the scoring, or the scores. I'll do the scoring part. He'll take care of the scores. So stay tuned for all of that. Again, a reminder, Wayne's videotaped this game, so watch for it online at 979xfm.com or kjcountry.com. It really go either place. We like them both. Zaruzin at the line. Foul shot too strong.
Effingham can't afford to pass up these opportunities to score with the clock stopped.
That's for sure. Down 8 with 45 seconds left. So Drace sits down. Kyle Smith sits down. Johnson's back. Hardick's back. Sean Zaruzin's back at the line. Foul shot good. So a miss and a make. Zaruzin in double figures with 10. And now a violation on the inbound. And the Hearts get the ball. Second turnover on Ttown. And now Drace and Kyle Smith will come back in. And Hardick and Johnson will sit down. And now Schaefer's back for Jackson for Effingham. Like chess.
Yes.
So on the violation, Hearts get it back, down 7. Donaldson for 2. No good. Shoes rebound. Ungren falls down with it and threw it out of bounds, and it should go back to Effingham. And it does. Well, neither team executed well there.
Well, Effingham really got a decent look. It just didn't fall for Donaldson, and then as Ungren was falling down after grabbing the rebound, knew he had to get rid of it and committed the turnover.
Wolf has it for the Hearts. Effingham down 7. Donaldson, right side to Schaefer. Picks up the dribble and traveled. Skidded the pivot foot. So Ttown gets it back on the Hearts' 3rd turnover this quarter. And yes, Hardick and Johnson are back. And yes, Kyle Smith and Grace, who's now holding his face. We've had a lot of face holding tonight between these two teams. They've been going at it. Shoes basketball, they lead 7, now down to 30 seconds to go. Devin Smith gets it in safely to Hardick, and he gets fouled by Zaruzin with 27 seconds left.
Hardick will walk to the free throw line for a couple as Zaruzin went for the steal, but when he didn't get it, was pretty much committing the foul right away. which they had to, down 7 under 30 seconds to play.
St. Anthony was in front of Newton by 16 after 3. We should have the final on that one shortly. Brian will have all the scores for you on a busy postgame show. Hardick's foul shot good. T-Town's hitting him. Mitch has 15. Boy, he was burying it. He and Meddy were putting on a cannonade performance. They just were draining the threes. Second one, no good. So a make and a miss. Donaldson the rebound for the Hearts to Wolf, who immediately is double teamed. Now they get it to Donaldson, down to 18 seconds. Now to Wolf. Wolf pulls up for 2. Got it. Tough shot. Wolf with 13. Hearts with time. They're back within 6 at 60-54 with 13 seconds left. Back in a minute here on 97.9 XFM.
From an oil change to new brakes or possibly a major overhaul, our service makes a difference at Dan Heck Chevrolet Toyota in Effingham. Trust your car or truck repairs to the most experienced repair shop in the area. Look for our specials online at danheck.com.
13 seconds left. Shoes lead Effingham, 60-54. T-Town's ball to bring the length of the floor. Hearts, any timeouts left?
Yep, they have one. T-Town with 2.
Undgren fouled in backcourt by Wolf with 12 seconds left.
I think that just fouled Wolf out of the ball game. We'll double check, but he's already walking towards the Effingham bench.
There's 5 on the board, too. So he leaves with 12 seconds left. Finishes with 13 points tonight. Off night, he had 13 points.
Yeah.
So, T-Town up 6. Undgren at the line, buries it. He hit 2 a minute ago. 6 points for Chris tonight. Shoes back up 7, 61-54. Both teams at 5-1 headed into this one tonight. Foul shot good. Undgren was 7, Shoes by 8, down to 10 seconds to go. Schaefer can't shoot. Now he lost the handle on it. Stolen by Devin Smith. He puts it up and out. Rebound Zerusen, and there's the buzzer. So that's how this one ends. Shoes win it by 8. Final score, Ttown 62, Effingham 54. So T-Town goes to 6-1. Effingham falls to 5-2. We're going to talk with Jason Hansen from Ttown and Ron Reed from Effingham on the postgame show. That'll have all the stats on this one. I'll give you the scoring. Brian will give you the scores. Busy postgame show on the way in just a minute here on 97.9 XFM.
Al's Tire Mart and Electronics Center is a proud supporter of high school sports. Effingham's home for Verizon Wireless has 2 locations: car stereo installation and service, Bluetooth and mobile accessories. Plus, Al's top-notch automotive service will keep your team going all season long. Stop by Al's today.
Give him a chance to saddle up there and visit with Ron. Thanks as always for coming up. Quite a ball game when these two get at each other.
Well, it was. I thought it was a very good game. I thought my kids played very, very well. It was one of those things where it seemed like they answered us, and they seemed to hit big shots, and we seemed like we just couldn't quite get the big one to go down.
Yeah, I think that's a really good analysis. I know at one point they had 10 made threes. Might have got more after that. And I tell you what, they're like a dagger in the heart every time one was going in.
Well, and what I'm the most proud of with my kids is, they never stopped. Mm-hmm. I mean, they kept coming back at them. Even with a minute to go, we had Jared on the foul line. We could have got back down to 4 or 5. And, I'm just real proud of my kids.
Yeah,
very proud of them.
When they work hard to put themselves in position to win, that's what a coach can ask for.
Yep.
So you had some double-figured scores. Jacob Donaldson had 18 for you tonight, and some big shots and some tough shots.
He really did. I think he played extremely well. We really started trying to look for him a little bit more because we were struggling a little bit, and he was one of the guys seemed to kind of have it going for us, and I thought he did a great job. I mean, he hit some big shots to keep us within 3 and 4 for quite a while there.
Yep. Grant had 13 tonight. once he got the lid off at the end, he got you a couple of big baskets, and shooters got to keep shooting.
Yeah, I know it. It's one of those things. He has shot very well all season, and it looked like a lot of the same looks he always gets, and it just didn't go down for him.
And I think we kind of knew one of these games would come along eventually, right? It does happen to about every kid I know.
Yeah, but I thought Reed and Sean hit a couple big threes, and Sean looked to kind of take over, and he got to the rim some for us, and Jared battled and just Betty was taking him out more, out on the floor more, and he just couldn't quite get out there, and sometimes you got to tip your cap because he hit some big threes, some 23, 24 feet out.
Yeah, without a doubt. Yeah, there was never a time I think we had to check whether or not there was a toe on the line.
No.
Holy cow. So you play a game like this, and, it's not a conference game or anything like that, but it's a good measuring stick about, you can see, okay, we played this well against a team like Ttown, so where do we go from here? Is that fair assessment?
Yeah, I mean, here's the way we looked at it. Brent got injured the night before, and Sean got injured, and so we were a little shorthanded when we played Breeze Central.
Mm-hmm.
But, they got us by 25, and then Ttown went over to Breeze Central and played a great ball game to get them by 4.
Mm-hmm.
And so I say we've come a long way in the last couple, 2 or 3 weeks, and I think we're playing a lot better, and hopefully we can just keep getting better. We still sometimes a little quick on offense, and we still need to try to flow a little bit more and trust things a little bit more.
Yep. Yeah, you get a bit of a break here before the tournament, and it's set to go on the 28th. We're still not entirely sure about whether it's going to be a 9-team tournament or an 8-team tournament. We're hoping it's going to be 9, might be 8, but it's a fun tournament because you get to see a lot of kids. By and large, you don't normally get to play any other time of year.
Well, that's fun. It's always fun to get a chance to play different teams and see how you kind of match up, and then like I always tell them, we are representing our conference, and it's always, one of those things where we want to represent our conference as well as our school well when we're playing against teams out of, if it's Chicago, or I think we got Jerseyville coming in, or if it's some teams like Mount Vernon from down south, we would like to prove that we play pretty good basketball around here too.
You bet. Well, we won't see you officially before Christmas again, so all the best to you and Carl and Abby, and I hope it's a great Christmas for you.
Well, same to you, and wasn't that a wonderful national anthem?
Wasn't that beautiful?
That was just great.
That's a proud moment when a young lady can do that. She just took things over, didn't she?
She took charge and really did a great job.
Without a doubt. And as the father of a singer, I know you appreciate things like that.
Well, she was awesome.
You bet.
But you guys have a great Christmas, and we'll be seeing you on the 28th.
You bet.
All right,
we'll
take care.
Thank you, Ron.
Okay.
Arts coach Ron Reed, appreciate the visit. And looking forward to getting together at Christmas time, right after Christmas time, for what should be a lot of fun. I have a final score. Brian gets to have all the fun. I have a final score. St. Anthony a winner tonight. They beat Newton 58-44, so that has gone final now. St. Anthony wins by 14 over the Eagles. They again head to Dietrich Friday night. That'll be our next broadcast. St. Anthony at Dietrich on 97.9 XFM. Jason Hansen's on his way up, so we'll keep it here. We'll visit with the Wooden Shoes mentor here in a second. Appreciate him coming up for the chat. We'll get him saddled up and visit for a minute here. Jason, congratulations on the win. Hard fought.
It was a hard-fought game. Both teams played really hard, and I thought battled, and wasn't always easy out there. But fortunately, we came out on the good side of things.
Tell you what, I say, old guy like me, I say that the three-point shot has changed the game more than anything else in high school basketball in the 30, 35 years that it's been a rule in Illinois. And my goodness, you guys, I think between Meddy and Hardick in particular, just were draining them tonight, and they could take it out about as far as they needed to.
Yeah, those are two guys that can really shoot the ball, especially when they get into the right shot. And that's something we really practice and work on is, get your feet set, get into the shot, be ready to shoot it when you get the ball. And, at times in practice, we shoot the ball like that. So, I knew we could shoot it like that in the game. So it was good to see those guys do that.
Been an interesting start to the season for you, and I want to talk about that. I want to talk about the game a little, since this is our first chance to visit with you this season. This game was anybody's game, well, even right down till the end, as Effingham kept the deficit at least to single digits, and you really didn't know for sure till the horn sounded who was going to win.
Yeah, and that's one thing that I was kind of disappointed in is, we got a lead and then had some turnovers, had some missed free throws, maybe took a poor shot or had a poor decision, but we still, did enough good things to finish the game, and the kids played their tails off. Things we talk about are playing hard and playing smart, and there's no question that they always play hard. Sometimes we could play a little smarter, but when you give that much effort, good things will happen.
And that's a learning process too, isn't it? That stuff's not instinctive necessarily. Sometimes it has to be taught.
Yep. No, it's something we're still working on, and obviously, we want to be a much better team by the end of the year, and I think we're headed that direction. So it's been a good start to the season so far. Disappointed that we lost the game that we did to Lawrenceville, but they're a very good team and played, I think, very well that night. And we didn't necessarily play that well. So I think we can get a lot better. And, just like tonight, win or lose, we always try to take away things that we can work on and get better. And, that's what's going to help us be a better team down the road.
I know you have been in many good ball games through the years as a player and a coach, and the atmosphere here for this one is something special. And both teams did themselves proud as far as the fandom tonight. This was a rocking place tonight.
It was. There's a lot of fans here. I didn't know what to expect. My first time coaching against Effingham, and especially in this game. But there was a lot of people here, and very into the game, and I think it was a good show for everybody.
We know that in a matter of, say, 10 or 12 days, you two could be playing each other again, because the Effingham Ttown Christmas Classic is looming large. And as I mentioned with Ron, we're not really sure yet whether it's going to be an 8-team or a 9-team tournament, depending on what one other team is going to decide to do.
Yeah, that's what I've heard. So I'm not really sure what's going to go on with that, but we'll see what happens. Either way, there'll be some good ball games and some good competition for both of our teams. And hopefully we can go out and play well.
And it's some teams that you ordinarily wouldn't see. Although with Ttown being independent these last few years, the horizons have been able to be broadened about who's on the schedule. And so more opportunities to see people from different parts of the state. I mean, that's all good.
Yeah, absolutely. We've really got a good schedule. And, I know that's something they worked on the last few years. And it's certainly a good schedule, and I think it's even better this year with Mater Dei being added to it, and going down and playing Benton instead of I think Vandalia may have dropped us or whatever. But so we picked up another couple good teams, and both 3A teams, and it's just going to help us be a better team for the end of the year.
We've talked through the years when you were at Neoga and got to visit a lot on the NTC tournament broadcasts and things like that, but for people that don't know you well, Jason, obviously last season for you was a great finish, getting to go to the Super. What would you say if somebody asked you what your coaching style is?
Oh, shoot, I don't know. I mean, it's changed over the years, and hopefully for the better, but, just get the kids to play hard and go out and compete, and then try to get them to play as smart as they can. And as I've gotten older, it's more about, if we do that, then it doesn't really matter what the score is. If you do those two things, you're going to do well, not only on the basketball court, but in life. And, the kids, like I said, they play hard, and, if we can play a little smarter, then we'll be a pretty good basketball team. And when you've got talent like we do, that's going to give you an opportunity to win a lot of games and have a pretty successful season.
Deep as you are, sometimes one of the toughest jobs is getting everybody the opportunities. I guess bottom line is be ready when your chance comes.
Yeah, and that's something that I've had to deal with a few times in the past, but never like this, to where we've got so many guys that can play. And that's something that I tell them. As a coach, it's hard for me, and I know it's hard for them as players when you don't get a lot of minutes or even any minutes, because we've got a lot of kids that can play and can compete, and unfortunately you don't have that much spots. You don't have many spots on the floor and that much time to get them in. But the kids still come out and work hard and push each other, and that's the big thing.
You bet. Well, congratulations on the win. Fun performance, fun for us as broadcasters to get to do a game like this, and happy to see you, and I hope you have a great Christmas.
All right, you too. Thank you.
Wooden Shoes coach Jason Hansen. Appreciate him coming up on the post-game show. Again, Ttown winner tonight. Final score, Ttown 62, Effingham 54.